You, yeah, you, all of you. I know what you did. You think I didn't see it. You think I went quietly, clueless and controlled. But I saw everything. It didn't start with love. It started with a lie. You were working at that laundromat, stone-faced, cold to people, acting like the world owed you something. Customers would smile or say hello, and you'd barely acknowledge them, unless it was to snap back with something sarcastic or cruel. I watched you. The way you looked through people, judged them, insulted them under your breath like they didn't matter. But when you noticed me, you changed. Suddenly you smiled. Suddenly you listened. You leaned in, acted soft, coy. But I see it now. That wasn't softness. That was strategy. I bragged about my job and income, heard about the house, noticed I was single, and you thought, he'll do. You played the long con. You made me think I was chasing you. You made me feel like I had something you needed. And that made me feel powerful again. But it wasn't love. It was a setup. We started dating. You pretended to care about what I cared about. You laughed at my jokes. You shared stories that made me feel like I could protect you. And I wanted that. I wanted to matter to someone. I wanted to brag about what I've done for you, saved you from poverty, gave you everything you never had. You used that. You leaned into it until I gave you a key to my world. The house, the accounts, the trust, bit by bit, you took. And I kept handing it over, thinking it was love, thinking I was in control. But it wasn't. It was leverage. And then you brought them in, your grown kids. One by one, like roaches crawling through the cracks. Not a thank you, just footsteps through my house like it was theirs. They never asked. They told. They used my pool, my kitchen, my property, my time, their kids following in the examples set by their own parents, what my family once called home, and you let them. Correction, you orchestrated it. They treated me like I was the guest in my own life, talked about me in front of me, laughed at me, mocked me when they thought I couldn't hear. In no time I became a performing monkey, looking for scraps of respect, acknowledgement, a modicum of appreciation. Over and over again, I took the insults, the disrespect, the disregard. I saw it. I heard every whisper. I watched you let them take over my home, like squatters with entitlement. And you? You always had an excuse. They're family. They're just visiting. They're struggling. You convinced me their needs were more important than mine, that your happiness was more valuable than my dignity. You refused me what I needed and wanted. New clothes, a belt, a hat I admired, a hobby I wanted to pursue. You denied me every single time. And when I pushed back, even gently, you pulled out the tears. Every time. You twisted the script, made me the villain, said I was controlling, selfish, cold. But you never cared about me. You cared about what I could provide. And once everything was in your name, Once the control shifted, you changed. No more pretending. No more playing sweet. You told me directly, I'm your wife. Your money is mine. My kids are more important. You should be grateful you're not alone. Even used your sons to intimidate me into submission. That's when I knew I wasn't your partner. I was your retirement plan. Then came the silence. You cut me off from my own people, told staff not to share information, filed the paperwork to lock me away, said I was sick, unstable, a danger to myself. No one called me anymore because you made sure they couldn't. You created the story, and you made me live inside it. But I still had thoughts. I still saw the truth. I still knew. Then, you died. I never knew. I was never told. I was bedridden, over-medicated, left by you and your family to rot. But you know what happened? Someone from my past found out. They started reaching out. They were trying to come for me, finally, but then I was gone. Just like that. Someone made that call to cut the cord, to end the story before the truth could come out, before I could speak, before I could reclaim myself. Who was it? One of your kids? All of you? It doesn't matter now. The result is the same. You took my life while I was still breathing. But now I'm gone, and the silence you forced on me has turned into something louder. There are people who know what happened. There are people who know the truth. Others who are complicit to the crimes committed against me. You all believe you got away with it all. But no, your conscience is your enemy, niggling at your thoughts all the time when you are awake. And when you sleep, it comes as nightmares. No amount of substances can permanently take it away. The numbing is temporary, slowly killing yourselves to take away the guilt. And I hope every time someone asks about what happened, every time someone knows what you did, you hear my voice reminding you of what you did, haunting you, draining the life out of you until your last breath. You, yeah, you, all of you. I know what you did, and the truth always rises. Karma's just getting started.